Multichain is up 99.22% in the last 7 days. Are we getting our money back? Are all the funds in the hands of the Chinese police? And will they return the money soon? Have you ever asked yourself why the website of Multichain hasn't been taken down? Have you ever asked yourself why you can still bridge in your funds that then get completely lost? Have you ever asked yourself why it needed MetaMask, the MetaMask plugin, to set a warning in front of the Multichain website? Isn't that convenient? You get hacked, the money goes to the police, then the money suddenly disappears in the process. At the same time, you keep your website running. You don't have access to the website. You still potentially collect capital from the people that haven't been updated around the Multichain news. Don't you think that those official statements on the Multichain Twitter account are somewhat off? I will link this down below, by the way. The Multichain CEO was taken away by the Chinese police and nobody could ever contact him again. But then, with the use of a home computer that mysteriously enough wasn't taken, all the access to 2 routers had been restored. Now suddenly capital gets removed from the bridges originating from the admin account, from the cloud account of the founder. Somebody in China, someone in Kunming logged into that account. And so the capital that hadn't moved away yet, that was still in the hands of the CEO's sister, that capital got secured by sending it to 2 addresses. But what happened next? The sister got taken by the police and now cannot be contacted anymore. And of course, conveniently enough, the website is still online and GoDaddy isn't taking it down anymore, even after tweeting to the GoDaddy account. Congratulations, this sounds like a really nice story. Somebody should be writing as a novelist here. All you needed to drain those millions of dollars of customer funds was access to a cloud account. And then conveniently enough, the owner of that cloud account gets arrested by the police and suddenly the funds move. And of course, nobody in the team knew about it. Everybody is completely innocent here. Look at this tweet made by the Truth Labs Twitter account. It looks like the people behind Multichain that drained Multichain have done quite a few other nefarious things before. The blockchain is open, the blockchain is transparent, and so all the funds from various DEX scams and NFT rug pulls all lead to one single wallet. I don't say this is what happened, but imagine, just imagine that the people that rug pulled in other scenarios in the past maybe had a friend at the police, made a grand story out of this, right? The CEO gets arrested simply just to get under the radar to take away all the funds. No matter what's going on here, this is not an innocent hack. This is very likely corruption at its finest. But then why? Why on earth is the Multichain price doubling in 1 week? Do some people know more than we do? Are we getting back our funds? Is there hope in all of this?
Are you out of your mind?
If the Chinese police were officially to take hundreds of millions of dollars into custody, they would report about this. They would say something officially. But the money suddenly disappears. It suddenly moves. This is not coming back. The reason for this rally here is completely independent. Multichain now only has a market cap of roughly 40 million. Very, very small. And it's strongly in the hands of centralized exchanges. Only 1% of trading volume is actually done in Web3. What does that mean?
Price manipulation.
The price is getting manipulated because this is the perfect asset to short. It's the perfect asset for speculators to bet on falling prices because this is obviously a dead project. The official Twitter account ask GoDaddy to shut down the domain. This is apparently safe to bet that the multi-token will go to 0. It shouldn't have a market cap of 40 million. But here comes the catch. If there are enough people that use futures contracts to bet on falling prices on an asset, then the centralized exchanges have a strong incentive to push up the price. A futures contract is nothing else but a bet against a counterparty. You don't really hold the asset. You're betting against the centralized exchange that the multi-token is going down when you're shorting multi. Now, with all the power that centralized exchanges have, they can buy up the token and they can win that bet. So in general, I like shorting tokens. I like betting on falling altcoins, but you don't want to be caught up in a short position that's too popular, because then it gets too profitable for the counterparty to buy up. And with all the news around multi-chain and with the obvious fact that it doesn't come back, there was a lot of short interest on the token. And so this is why we now see a classic short squeeze, a short-term price manipulation. And so this is why we now see a short squeeze, a short-term manipulation of the price that opens the bet against you. And once enough people have been liquidated, then the token gets sold off again. Don't pretend you've never seen this. This happened before for Multichain. The price shot up by more than 100%, stopping out pretty much anybody that bet on falling prices, to then simply just collapse back down. What we're now seeing is simply just history repeating itself. Multichain is a former shell of itself and is now simply in the hands of the people that play those shenanigans. Whenever there's too much short interest, the price will go up. Whenever that short interest dies down, the price will go back down. Do you think Binance makes their money with those marginally low trading fees? Of course they don't. They make their money with games like this. But there are short opportunities that are safer, that are not as crowded. Feel free to join our Telegram group to find out more. We discuss potential opportunities all the time over there. Simply search for Bitcoin Strategy Channel within the Telegram app. There's also a link down below that you can simply just click. Feel free to also subscribe, and a like would be very much appreciated as well.